Right, well, good evening. It is now coming up to 6:30 dead on. We are fishing at Shadowbrooks today. The reason I come down here, I was going to go to the Wadford Ocean or bottle pit, but being a Friday night, I kind of think I might have been a bit busy. So I decided to come to Shadowbrooks. Mate boys down here who I fished with before, which I believe was last October. Sort of come down for social, so yeah, got two rods are out. I've got one on a sweet corn and tiger, a sweet tiger on corn, and like a snailbound style, and I've got the other one on the monster baits, monster ice, and that's on a little wafter, which I have shown before, but I'll show you again a bit later. I haven't had my tea nothing yet, so I'm going to get on cracking with that, put the kettle on, cook up some grub and have a scoff. So in the meantime, this is where I am. I'm here for 48 hours, or at least till Sunday dinner time, and we'll go from that. So I'll report back to you a bit later on. As normal, if you want to flick your eyes over there, because last time we brought me some luck. Right, it's now coming up to 8 o'clock, tea has all been consumed, coffee's been drunk, and the rods are out there. Now what I'll do tomorrow, because I've been chatting to my mate boy, what I'll do tomorrow, I'll show you the rigs I'm using, baits, and positioning the rods, the baits as well, and we'll basically sort of go from that. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to quick update, and just to say there's nothing happening at the moment, and I'm going to sort of carry on chatting to my mate boy, because I am down there for social basically, and obviously the fish as well. I'll sort of go from that. Yeah, so unless anything happens between now and then, I shall probably call it there, and I'll see you in the morning, and hopefully I'll see you through the night, which will be even better. Well, not to, because it's supposed to rain later on, thunderstorms apparently, but whether it happens to us or not is another story. But yeah, well, we'll go from that. So following that, I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Had quite an eventful night. Apart from the rain, which until about 11, I think about midnight to about 5 this morning. Just constantly rained all night. Some heavy, some sort of showery and whatnot. Unfortunately, I didn't have a fish, but Yogi mate did, and it somehow managed to go from where she swim right over to here, tangle my, not tangle, but give me a couple of false bites on my rods, on my right hand rod, and then hooked them onto my left rod, which I don't know how it happened, but it did, and we ended up fighting the same fish. Yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare that was, but I've had very little sleep, if any, and been up since 5 o'clock, I think it was, 5. I've been just sitting there watching the water and probably sleep a bit later on, but anyway. So I had a cup of coffee, still got some breakfast, and then I'll get back to you. So yeah, that's my good morning introduction. That's a bit of a funny night, should we say. But I still can't understand how my hook went through his lead loop on his rig, so we end up, like I say, back to the same fish. How is the question? How did that happen? But there you go, it did. So that's the main thing. Right, I'll get myself sorted and have a cup of coffee, and then I'll get back to it later on. Right, it's 10:10. I'm now putting the rods. I brought the rods in a while ago. Had a quick wander around. They come back, and what I've decided to do, put them right hand rod a little bit further afield, so I'll show you in a minute or two. The rigs I'm using, both rigs are the same, except for the baits. I have gone for the distance lead, that's ESP, best thinking names ESP, it's one of the two, but anyway, hook length, sleeve obviously, size 6 hook, and sweet tiger and corn snowman style. Now I have tested the water, that does sink down very nicely, very slowly, very thoroughly, which is quite nice. And yeah, I'm going to stick that one back down to the left hand side. The sun is out, it's actually getting quite warm. Got a bit of a head on wind, so I've got one at near the island and put one down the side there. So I'm going to do that and I'll get back to you in a second. Right, the question is, where are we then? Right, let's have a gander. The right hand rod is in line with that tree there, a little bit forward, just to the left. That's the spicy shrimp and prawn with a handful of boilies over the top. That's all I've done with that one. I've left it, and just down here, just where that tree line is. Alright, not this one here, the one next sort of there-ish. I'll put boilie crumb, pellet, and a handful of boilies over the top. That's the sweet tiger and corn. Now the two positions I had. That was there last night, so I've left it. I'm going to do it again. And the other one last night was about there. I'm going to try a little further out this time and see what happens. So that's the baits I'm using, that's the rigs I'm using, and give it a whirl and see what happens. And as you can see, the sun is out, so I'm not going to put you in it, and sit back and wait now. I should probably have a little bit of a chill out, sit in the shade and go from that. So therefore, speak to you in a bit. Right, just a quick update. Now come to 5 to 3. Apart from having my dinner and plenty of little snoozes here and there, there's not much been happening. It's been a few showing, one in the middle there, one at the back and one a few around, but mostly they're cruising around on the surface. So I haven't done anything, just going to leave it as it is and then sort of basically from that. So yeah, it's just so it's now come to, I won't be off us 3 o'clock, but wind direction has changed because it was coming from behind us and then it sort of went round and it sort of come directly at us and it's coming down the lake, so it's actually pushing into this corner, sorry, down that corner, down this way. It's quite nice, that means I should be in theory being in and around the area where my left rod is. Sorry for wind, it's hitting the microphone. Like I said, I have got a muffler on that, so it should help. And yeah, so apart from that, that's really all I can say at the moment. And just sit back and relax and just enjoying the peace, quiet and the surround. Be quite pleasant, to be honest. Look at that for a nice sausage and bacon sandwich. And that'll just been put on. And it's going to go in there with a bit of cheese. I'm looking forward to that, and a bit of ketchup at HP because I forgot to bring the ketchup. It's now coming to 6:30 and gone. I haven't touched the rods, I've just left them out there to do their thing. And I ain't going to do anything more now, I'm just going to leave them out there on the basis that when you throw boilies in, you can't take them out once you've thrown them in. So I'm going to go on that aspect of the rest of the evening, doing to tonight. But like I said, I've got the spicy shrimp and prawn on. They have been glugged as well in a snowman style, and that's one to the island, and the other one is the sweet tiger and corn, exactly the same style, to the left. So I'll put a bit of pellet around there and a handful of boilies and some boilie crumb to see if that works. So that's pretty much all I'm going to do for now. I'll just quickly sort this out. So I think I've got a fairly good night's sleep tonight. So I didn't really sleep at all last night. I don't know why, but There you go, how it goes sometimes. Right, I'm going to crack on and have my tea and I'll get back to you shortly.
Quick update, it's now come up to 8 o'clock and nothing as much has happened. The wind seemed to have dropped down quite considerably, so almost calm, as you can pretty much see. It won't be long before it gets dark now, so I think the next time you'll see me, because I've now got to listen to Absolute Radio, because it is a Saturday night after all, and it's a classic rock and it's got to be done in it. So yeah, I'm going to listen to that, and then I'll leave it there. So I think the next time you, hopefully the next time you see me will be with a fish on the bank. But that is here or there.
Right, good morning. It's now come up to 7:30. I've been up since about 5 o'clock, just laid in bed drifting in and out of sleep. Nothing happened whatsoever last night. I think there's about a beep from each rod, and that was probably about all I have had. Yeah, so there's nothing happened. So apart from that, I had a pretty good night's sleep, to be fair. Yeah, nothing more happened. There's a lot of fizzing out there, but one or two near my bait, so fingers crossed to see what happens. We'll go from that. So I'll just go have some breakfast, bit of a slow pack down, and then we'll see. I might go up to about dinner time, see how we feel. But if I can get all the main objects away, then we'll have. So apart from that, I shall cook myself some brekkie, a cup of coffee, and get myself sorted.
Right, it's now up to 10 o'clock, just gone, and nothing's happened. So as you can see, the bivvy's down, which was here. Two rods are still out. I've got to bring them on in a minute. So no, nothing has happened. There's been a blank for me as it stands at the moment. So that's how it goes sometimes. I think matey boy had one out yesterday, and then his mate up the other side there, I think he had 3 out early hours in the morning. So, but whether I could get up or not, I couldn't. There's 2 other people up there as well, so not worry. It is what it is. It's a learning curve, so I've walked away with a bit more gained knowledge. And yeah, I will be back here at some point. So mate boy was talking about having a holiday and a week off, so we'll see what happens. Right, well on that note, I'm not going to sit here and waffle on. If you got this far, thanks for watching. I know it's been a bit of a blank, and it's not the easiest water to fish apparently, as its days. And yeah, so today's not my day, so I'm alright with that. It's been nice to sort of get here and chill out and relax and just enjoy the wildlife and the nature and all that blah blah blah. It's been nice. So anyway, on that note, if you got this far, thank you for watching, and I'll say it again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment down below if you want, and then we'll go from that. So see you next time. Where I'll be next time, I have no idea. You just have to wait and see. Alright, catch you later.